For even more content in MP3s from UltraHypnosis, be sure to check out my Patreon page, link in the video description. Before listening to this recording, please make sure that you're either sitting down or laying down in a comfortable position and that you can focus on my voice completely and totally. If you need a moment to get comfortable, do so now. Now that you're nice and comfortable, let's begin. Start by breathing in and out, slowly and deeply. Let my voice be the only thing you hear right now, the only thing that you're focusing on, because my words are here to give you positive and helpful hypnotic suggestions that you can use every single day to improve your life. Just relaxing, letting go, focusing on my voice, and focusing on your goal. Your goal is to improve your ability to focus while studying, because you want to study better and you want to study smarter, not longer. And as long as you follow all of my clear and simple instructions, you'll be able to improve your studying skills dramatically. Now, let's first start by making sure that you're deeply relaxed, ready to go into such a deep trance, letting go of everything, feeling so good, opening up your mind completely and totally to my voice. Just take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, holding your breath for just a moment, and now breathing out through your mouth. Each breath you take in fills you with warm relaxation, and each breath you let out pushes out any and all stress and tension from your mind and body. You can just let go, you can just drift, because it's very easy going deep into trance. It's very easy letting go of everything. All you have to do is focus on my words. As long as you focus on my voice and my words, you'll go into a very deep trance where you can receive positive and helpful hypnotic suggestions. And you want to receive and accept these hypnotic suggestions easily and effortlessly. So just relax, let go of everything, noticing as you breathe in and out slowly and deeply, every single part of your body is becoming heavier and heavier. It would just feel so good to let go, to relax a little bit deeper, to feel so much better as you breathe in and out slowly and deeply. You're now noticing how incredibly difficult it is to keep your eyes open, how every single time you breathe out, you want to close your eyes. You just want to drift deeper and deeper, feeling better and better, letting my voice guide you to that deep, relaxed state where you can easily and effortlessly let my voice sink deep into your mind, making helpful and positive changes in your life, helping you achieve your goals, helping you to become better at studying. One thing that will help you study even better is being able to focus. For example, if you're able to focus completely and totally on your mind, that's a step in the right direction. That is a very useful skill to help you study even better in the future. Just focus on my voice. Focus on how relaxed your body feels, how everything feels warm and heavy, every muscle loose and limp. Just focus on how every single time you breathe out, your eyes close, and every time you breathe in, you have to struggle so hard to open your incredibly heavy eyelids. just focusing on my words and letting my voice guide you. That's it. All you have to do is let go. All you have to do is focus on my voice. Because if you can focus on my voice, you can focus on studying. You can let it become so very easy, just as easy as going to sleep, closing your eyes, just letting them lock shut as you go deeper and deeper, feeling better and better. It's always easy to let go and drift while listening to my voice, because the deeper you go, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you go. You can always relax and let my words help improve yourself, accepting everything that I say easily and effortlessly, because going into a deep trance always feels relaxing and pleasant. You can focus on my voice and my voice alone as it guides you deeper and deeper. Just relax deeper, feeling so good and so amazing. All you have to do is let yourself easily and effortlessly drop into a deep trance every single time I snap my fingers and say sleep. It's reflexive. You don't even have to think about it. Every single time I snap my fingers and say sleep, you drop 10 times deeper than ever before, 10 times faster, and it's just so relaxing, and it always feels very pleasant. So, in a moment, I'm going to give you a chance to focus on my voice even more. I'm going to give you a chance to focus on this pleasant relaxation and go even deeper into sleep. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and when I reach 3, you can open your eyes, ready to relax deeper and focus on my words, because they'll give you helpful and positive hypnotic suggestions. 1, 2, 3. Slowly open your eyes, feeling so relaxed, feeling so good, able to just drift peacefully in this relaxation, letting my voice and my words guide you into a deep sleep. Just letting go, just sleeping so deeply, focusing only on my words, because the deeper you go, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go. You can always easily and effortlessly focus on my voice. You can always easily and effortlessly focus on going deep into trance, relaxing deeper, always going into a deep trance when I snap my fingers and say sleep, so easily and effortlessly, ready to go even deeper in 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes, get nice and comfortable, and sleep even deeper now, closing your eyes, letting them lock shut, every last part of your mind and body feeling calm and comfortable, safe and secure, ready to let go, ready to let your mind become a quiet, peaceful place, because going deep into trance and focusing on my voice is quite a bit like studying something. Sometimes, when you need to study, your mind can be a loud and distracting place, but we can work on letting your mind become a quiet, peaceful place where you can study what's important, where you can focus on what's important. Because if you can focus on my voice and let my words relax you and give you positive, helpful, hypnotic suggestions, you can focus on studying. You can let all of the material easily and effortlessly flow into your mind. You don't need to force yourself into it. You can let your mind become a quiet, peaceful place, a place where there's only the material that you're studying. So, to help you do this, let's make your mind a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more quiet, and a little bit more peaceful. Just following my words, focusing on them completely and totally, my voice molding your reality, my words becoming your truth, and inside your mind you can imagine a volume dial like that on a radio. And this volume dial controls the volume of all your thoughts. And sometimes, when you're studying or trying to study, this volume dial can feel like it's all the way at 10, and there's so many other thoughts that are much too loud and are not being constructive or helping you. You can let these thoughts become soft and quiet. You can focus in on the thoughts that are truly important. You can let every other thought become so very quiet. You can let all these other thoughts become silent. Right now, the volume dial of your mind is set at 10, but you can reach out with your hand and slowly turn it down to 9. That's it. Realizing how your mind is getting noticeably more quiet and peaceful. How good it feels to just let go of everything. You turn the volume dial down a little bit more to 8. It's getting better and better as your mind becomes a more quiet, focused, and peaceful place. Turning down the volume dial to 7. Focusing only on my soothing voice and my helpful words. Turning the volume dial down to 6. Feeling calm and comfortable, safe and secure, ready to let go all the way and focus on my words. Turning the volume dial down to 5. Feeling so good now, halfway there, your mind becoming such a quiet and peaceful place, just letting go of everything. Turning the volume dial down to 4, your mind feeling incredibly peaceful and tranquil. No thoughts getting in the way of things. Turning the volume dial down to 3, your thoughts barely louder than a whisper. It just feels so good to let everything drift now. Turning the volume dial down to 2. Everything is quiet and peaceful. You can focus completely and totally on what's important. You can focus completely and totally on my voice. Turning the volume dial down to 1. Just drifting, accepting my voice completely and totally, feeling so good as you just relax, able to focus on my voice completely and totally, able to let go to it all the way as you turn down the volume dial all the way to 0, as you sleep, letting your mind become completely silent. Right now, you don't need to think. You just need to focus on my words, letting my voice guide you as you sink deeper and deeper into this pleasant, relaxing trance, knowing that you can always feel good when you're hypnotized, and you can always enjoy this pleasant experience. Because right now, my words are going to guide you and give you positive hypnotic suggestions that will help you study. Just drifting, just letting go. Now, letting my words sink deep into your mind, just like whatever you're going to be studying in the future will sink deep into your mind. First, you need to understand how your mind works. First, you have to understand that you can't try to force yourself to study and learn everything all at once. You shouldn't try to study for hours on end, because your mind needs time to absorb and process all the information that's been presented to it. Trying to cram everything you've learned into one very long study session is a recipe for failure. And you don't want to fail, you want to succeed. The first steps you need to take for success is to make sure that you're focused and relaxed. Find a place that's calm, quiet, that you use only for studying. It could be a desk, a room, a library, but it's a place that you dedicate only for studying, only for work. It's a place where you can let your thoughts become quiet and you can focus completely and totally on what you're doing, on what you're studying. You want to make sure that you go to this place at a certain time to only study. You want to set aside a time where you only study, doing nothing else. You want to make sure that you structure your time like this so that you have a time to relax. You have a time to focus. You have a time to work. It's like setting a regular time for yourself to sleep. It just makes everything much easier. Always focusing during this time, not letting yourself get distracted, turning off anything that could distract you, like a cell phone. Just drifting, focusing on my voice, because soon you'll be able to focus completely and totally on your work. It's very important that you focus completely and totally on your work. But it's not just enough to have a place to study. You need to have a reason why you're studying. Every single time you study, focus on one goal, one thing that you want to achieve. By the end of your study session, you want to make sure that you're much better at this one goal, this one topic, than you were when you started. It doesn't matter what the one goal or topic is. You need to focus on that. You need to make sure that your study session becomes more of a lesson for this one goal than just aimlessly rereading the same passages in your notes. You don't want to be wandering around lost in the information. You want to be finding pathways through the information. You want to remember these paths so you can use them in the future. Don't wander through your notes. Make maps in your mind to guide you to the information you need. You always want to focus on a goal. A good goal to have is to be able to teach a friend or a classmate the information that you're learning. Being able to teach something proves that you truly know it. And also, when you're planning to teach something to somebody else, you organize the information based upon the most important points first, and you make a mental map that can easily be remembered. Trying to force yourself into memorizing a bunch of unrelated facts is a way to study poorly, and it takes much longer for you to study that way. Think of it as if you're running back and forth between a bunch of unrelated points and places, instead of figuring out the optimal path to take. Taking an optimal path and going in a straight line through the information will always help you memorize it faster, learn it better, and it will just take you less time to do, because a straightforward path is much better and faster than a bunch of unorganized points. Always focus on being able to teach the information that you learned one day, even if you don't get the chance to teach it to a friend or a classmate, it will mean that you'll understand the information better. Remember, you need to understand the information that you're studying. You're not studying for a trivia quiz. All of these facts, all of this information and knowledge is interrelated, and it builds off each other. If you plan to teach it one day, then you'll be able to structure your studying in a way that makes a path that not only others can follow, but you can follow. You can use this path to guide you to success. You want to be able to follow this path to success. And sometimes the way to success requires some practice and some repetition. Going down this path just once is not enough. You should always make sure that you study a little bit, very often, a few times a week. You don't want your study sessions to be long, because you want to make sure the paths you're making in your mind are short, concise, and to the point. But these are paths that you want to be very familiar with. You want to practice these paths as often as you can, practicing them in short bursts and making sure that you can memorize them. This is the way that you can become better at studying. This is the way that you can focus completely and totally on what you need to learn, letting this information sink easily and effortlessly into your mind, knowing that it's okay if you need to review this recording a few more times until you've completely mastered everything you've heard here. It's okay. You just need to focus on making pathways through your mind. You don't want to burden yourself with unnecessary trivia. You want to make sure that you can clearly and concisely explain the material that you're learning. Doing this will mean that you'll study better in less time, and you'll be able to master the material that you're learning so much easier. All it takes is a little bit of practice and a little bit of repetition, and soon you'll be able to study better than ever before in less time than before. Just relaxing, letting all of this information sink deep into your mind, knowing that if you need a refresher, you can come back to this recording at any time, because coming back to this recording will help you focus on studying and being better at learning. So, now that you know that, just relax, just drift, breathing in and out, slowly and deeply. Each breath you take fills you with warm energy, making you feel revitalized, ready to go study, ready to go learn something, making you feel so good as you follow my voice slowly out of trance, my words guiding you towards wakefulness, my words guiding you towards consciousness, feeling yourself becoming revitalized and energized. It just feels so good, following my words, following my voice, because in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I reach 5, you can wake up and open your eyes, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, awake and alert, ready to learn, ready to study. 1, slowly drifting towards wakefulness. 2, more and more. 3, slowly becoming aware of your surroundings. 4, almost there. And 5, wake up and open your eyes, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, awake and alert, ready to go study, ready to go learn.